Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today is December 2nd and I gotta tell you, I am so excited to share with you guys or to show you how to make some Christmas gifts from your kitchen the whole month. Well, until Christmas anyway. So many of you know that I have a subscription to Taste of Home Special Delivery and I should be getting one any day. Actually, they just charged my credit card yesterday. So last year at this time though, you always get a cookbook in there, and last year instead of getting one cookbook, I got two, but they're not even cookbooks. They're all gifts. I mean, I guess they're cookbooks because it's stuff that you make in your kitchen for the most part. Oh wait, no, we have some jewelry in here. Oh, isn't that cute? I better close the book. So this is the one I was going through last night, and I found a recipe in here for, where's it at? Right here, apricot nut white fudge. So when I saw that, I like anything white chocolate, and then if you put chewy fruit in there with crunchy nuts, I am sold. So we're going to make this today, but before I get started, if this is your first time here, you love food and fun like I do, my name is Cheri. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and check the description below. You'll find details on how subscribing helps to feed the hungry. Okay, so the first thing we need is 12 ounces of almond bark. So if you buy the package like this in the baking aisle at Walmart, it's going to be a half of a package. So I'm going to put this in the microwave, and we're going to microwave it for 30-second intervals, stirring after each one. And that looks like it is just about all the way melted. So we want to let this cool down just a little bit. And in the meantime, we're going to get our pan ready. So I lined it with aluminum foil. You can use parchment paper. You can use wax paper. I like the aluminum foil because I can actually push it down in the corners. Sometimes when I try to unroll a piece of parchment paper, it just kind of wants to, spring back up on you. So I like the aluminum foil simply for that reason. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of butter spray or Pam cooking spray, whatever you have, and spray the inside of our pan, and then we can set this aside. And I think I forgot to tell you guys, we're not putting, what kind of nuts did I call for? I don't even know. I don't know because I'm swapping them out. I'm putting pistachios in here instead. I don't know what it called for. So basically, you can use just about any kind of nut that you like. And that looks pretty good. So we need 3/4 of a cup of this. So let's pour this in here. And I'm making a mess. That's okay. That is just about right. So I think I had a few pistachios out of this. Other than that, though, not enough to make a difference, I don't think. So if you buy this bag at Aldi's, it's going to be the exact amount you need. It's probably a cup before it's chopped, but then it's 3/4 of a cup after it's chopped, which is exactly what it calls for. So let's get my nuts cleaned up here. Oh, and also instead of apricots, we are using dried cherries. So I'm going to do the same thing with these. We are going to just roughly chop these up. And if you don't have dried cherries, you can use craisins in place of this. But just like the nuts, you can put in any kind of fruit that you want. And Aldi's nowadays, they have all kinds of dried fruit. I think they have blueberries and cherries. They have the apricots. I do think the apricot would be good in here, but I just really like the flavor of like cherry, white chocolate, and pistachio. Well, I really like almond too, but we're going to use pistachios today because I don't have any almond extract, which I'm really sad about. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Well, actually, let's measure it first. I'm pretty sure there's usually a cup in there, so I think it's like the pistachios. Once you chop them up, you should have roughly 3/4 of a cup. Got a couple stragglers here. Yep, just about right. Okay, so that mess. Our chocolate should be cooling down. And I'm going to grab my mixer. I've got 8 ounces of cream cheese in here. And to this, we're going to add, listen, I didn't write this recipe. Got it straight out of the book. 4 cups of powdered sugar. So I would give people like small pieces of this. People that go into a diabetic coma. Ugh. Uh-oh, I did not mean to dump all that in there. Did not mean to do that. Okay. You guys know how I am with the powdered sugar. We got to cover this thing up. Sometimes I think because it's backwards, sometimes I think I'm hitting the lock and I hit this and then that's when the powdered sugar goes flying. Okay, we're going to cover this up. We're just going to go really slow until all this is incorporated. Yeah, I would highly suggest little bits at a time. I don't think we're doing too bad though, but this might take a while. Okay. Oh, I think that looks good. I think I did a good job. Let's get this out of here so we can scrape down our sides. I don't think there's really any powdered sugar left along the sides of here, but we'll scrape it down just to be on the safe side. Now we are going to add our chocolate. So I'm going to turn it on real slow, and then we're just going to kind of pour in the chocolate. Uh-oh, got some on the side of the mixer. Good Lord, this is going to be sweet. All the white chocolate and 4 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on a little bit higher. And we are going to mix in a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. So I'm just going to eyeball that. And I really think there's like 2 drops of almond extract. So it doesn't call for this. Ooh, I might have got like a 1/4 teaspoon. It doesn't call for this, but I put it in there. Oh, and I looked, and the nuts it called for was pecans or walnuts. But again, you can use whatever you like. So once we've got this all blended together, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Take this off of here. And then we're going to fold in our nuts and our cherries. So let me get this off of here. There we go. Let me wash my hands real quick. Okay, so, whoops. Scrape this down, and pistachios and cherries. So I'm just going to mix them both at the same time. Oh, this is already starting to kind of set up. And you know, this is probably as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Whew, this will work out. Okay. So we're going to pour this. I don't know if it's going to pour, but we're going to put this in the pan somehow or another. Big old blob. Well, it smells good. I can say that. See if we can get some more out. There we go. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab a piece of, see, I got parchment paper here, so that's what I'm going to grab. And I'm going to take this and use this to kind of press down my fudge, hopefully. I don't know, I've never tried this part, so. I'm afraid if I do it in my hands, I'm just really going to have it everywhere. So, maybe I should have sprayed it with oil first. The butter spray. That probably would have been a good idea. Oh well. It's in the pan now. Okay, I think I got it pressed down in there pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and peel my parchment paper back. And it doesn't look too bad. I wish it was smooth on the top, because it's surely not. Oh my goodness. I hate to waste the chocolate on the paper there. Let's see if I have enough parchment in here. I'm going to do this one more time, just so I can kind of smooth it out on top. You know, I mean, these are gifts. Well, they're supposed to be gifts. I don't know. Maybe a gift for myself. All right, so I'm just going to kind of rub it. Try to smooth it out some. See, there's a spot that I didn't mix very well, it looks like. I have to eat that part then. Be ashamed to give that to somebody. All right, let's try this again. And that looks much better, I think. I mean, maybe not. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I'm going to put this in the fridge for a couple of hours. We're going to let it get kind of cold and set up, and then we can cut it into squares. And in the meantime, I'm going to look for some little packages, not big packages. I mean, you really can't eat too much of this stuff, I wouldn't think. It seems like it would be super, super sweet. So some little packages that we can put this in. Okay, I think our fudge is ready. I think it's all firmed up. So we're going to turn this upside down. And kind of peel off our aluminum foil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little, what do they call these, an offset spatula? I think Pampered Chef calls it a spreader. But I'm going to use this as a guide to kind of score. And I should probably get a knife to score with. Let's do that. So I just want to make sure they're all kind of the same size. I'm going to do this side, and then I think I'm going to spin the board around. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Spin it around. That's close enough, I think. I mean, it's not perfect, but I can get it straight. Ooh, almost cut my fingers off. I'm going to spin it back the other way. Oh, look at this little piece over here. Oh my goodness, that's good. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It was just laying there by itself. It was all lonely. Yeah, that is really good. I mean, it's got 4 cups of sugar in it. It better be good. Okay, so this is a pizza rocker, and I'm going to use this to cut it with because, like I said, I can get through the whole thing in one. Is this what they use for candy? I don't know. Who knows? I think this will help me cut it a little more even, though. Okay, time to do the other side. Let's make sure this is nice and flat. Make sure they're all even again. Spin it this way, and then we're just going to cut right through. Okay, I think that's good. And then I was able to find a little box here, so I'm reusing this box. I think it's important to recycle or upcycle. I guess this is recycle. I don't know. No, this would be upcycle, right? I don't know. Anyway, I want to be able to cover up the sticker that's on there. So what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of, let's see here. Did I get everything I needed? I think so. Which one do we want to use? I think I want to use the little car. Or the door. I don't know. I think the car matches better. Let's do the car. I'm actually going to take 2 of these tags out. And the first one, let's see. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to get rid of this back part here. And then this part I'm going to take and I want to make sure that I have a little bow that I'm going to add to this. So that little part right there I'm not going to worry about. I'm just going to set that on there. And we're going to grab a glue stick. And we're just going to put some glue on the back of here. And then I'm going to turn it over and place it right down on there, just like that. Give it a rub. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is, so this is going to be like a, I don't know, would you say 3-dimensional? I don't know. I think I'm going to take the tag out of here. I'm just going to cut it real quick. All right. And then what I have is some pop dots. So they're like sticky little dots, little almost like foam dots with sticky stuff on them. And they will raise up our other tag just a tiny bit. So, and you can get these at the Dollar Tree. And so I'm just going to put about 3 of these on here, but I'm going to stack these up, I think, a little bit because the ones from the Dollar Tree aren't quite as thick as the other ones I've used in the past. And then once we've got that on there, we can take our tag and just put it right over the top. Just kind of press it down lightly. So isn't that kind of cute how it gives it like a 3-dimensional look? I don't know. I thought it was going to be cute. Maybe it's not as cute as I thought it was going to be. And I'm just going to have my little bow on here. And you know what? I don't have a pen to write someone's name on here, but that's okay. So I just lined the inside with a little bit of parchment paper. And then we're just going to take 4 good squares. Pop them right down in here. Look at that. Little teeny tiny gift. Very cute, right? All right, so I hope you guys give this one a try because you can do it however you want. You can add any kind of nuts or any kind of fruit, and it is super sweet. I'm not sure if you could cut back on the sugar if it'd still turn out the same way. I'm betting it would. I'm betting you could probably use almost half the sugar in that. I'll have to try that next time. Which reminds me, I have a special request from our show, Our Story. If you have not seen them before, check them out. They are loads of fun. They go to Dollywood a lot, which is on my bucket list. Everybody knows I love Dolly Parton. But anyway, they have a special request for, it's a peanut butter fudge. Someone told them about it. I think that's what I read the other day. And it's, maybe you guys have heard of this. It's peanut butter, marshmallow fluff, and something else. So I looked on the internet because I've not heard of it before. And there are like a million variations on this. So anyway, I'm interested to try that out. So maybe we'll do that maybe sometime next week. So anyway, I thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.